guys, Victor Wembanyama is just built different.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing.
And yes, I know it's really early in the season right now, but you guys can't tell me that Victor Wembanyama is probably one of the best players right now in the NBA. Now, honestly, Steph Curry and Luca, they've been balling out, and I know it's the beginning of the season. It's been like 3-4 games for each of those guys, but Curry, he scored 23 against LA, and shout out Draymond Green for the great defensive stuff that he's been doing. He's a really smart defensive guy, and he was able to guard Luca, in great situations, and that led to Curry being great. And he had 42 against Denver, and he had 35 against Portland, and he's already giving teams the like, oh my gosh. This early in the season, the Warriors are doing pretty good so far. And Luca, he's been averaging 40. Obviously with the absence of LeBron James, it's been tough for the Lakers right now, but they're still doing an okay job, but it's definitely going to be tough without their king on the court. But Wemby, he's been cooking up the league so far, and this dude gave Cooper Flagg, #1 pick, a guy who everybody loves, a big upset in his debut. And he only had 10 points in that debut. And this dude had 40 points and 3 blocks in the first game. Yeah, I know, and that's his game 1, obviously. But then in game 2, this dude gave a skinny little Zion Williamson who wants to become more for his team the business. And yes, I did see Zion dunk on him. Really impressive Zion, because, for a person who's injury-riddled almost every single year, that's a great highlight to put on your resume. Wemby gave New Orleans 9 blocks. When do you see a guy giving a team 9 blocks? This dude is 7'4". Then today, against Brooklyn, the 7'4" giant gave the Nets with no identity 31 points and 6 blocks. And that's insane. And it's crazy to think that Wemby's literally coming back from a sophomore slump, and then he had blood clot, I believe, somewhere in his shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. For a guy who has a sophomore slump, and a lot of guys have sophomore slumps, to come back and be able to score 40 with a lot of blocks every single game, that's something that the Spurs are going to need throughout the entire year. Because right now, 3-0 is a great start for San Antonio. So if they can keep this up, Stephon Castle can get his buckets, and Wemby can get his buckets, and everyone else can keep doing what they're doing, then the Spurs could potentially, hopefully, make the playoffs. And, with Wemby being so far right now the face of the league right now, I think a lot of people want to see this guy in the playoffs and see what he can do, because the Western Conference is one of the best conferences. We got an injury-riddled East this year with the loss of Jason Tatum, who wants to come back, but right now it's not certain. Tyrese Halliburton, he's expected to miss all of this season, and the Pacers are going to struggle. So right now the West is looking pretty stacked. LeBron's going to come back in November, and hopefully he can get his situation under control. But I really want to see what he can do against the Western Conference guys, because you have Shea going against OKC, Curry and Draymond giving guys the night, and a lot of other teams. But I really want to see this guy make the playoffs. I really think it's going to be really great. But we all got to watch out for Victor Wembanyama, because this dude right now I think is probably one of the best guys in the league right now. Well, probably except for for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who's a really great player still. But with obviously injuries are gonna happen this year. If we're being real, injuries are gonna happen, and hopefully it's not too big of an injury. Wemby could potentially go down, but hopefully it's a minor injury that he's able to come back from. If he's out for the rest of the season, then Spurs can say bye-bye to playoff contention. But anyways, guys, that's all I want to say for this little video today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be back on my consistent grind. Right now, college life is pretty tough right now when you have a really big workload and everything. But I promise to get more videos out for y'all. The NBA season is starting. College is starting very soon. We're in the middle of NFL, which I really want to talk more about. But honestly, I'm ready for this season. This is going to be a really great NBA season, and I really cannot wait to see how things turn out for both sides. I hope my New York Knicks can do good. They just lost to the Miami Heat a few hours ago, which is crazy because, we didn't score enough points. Josh Hart didn't provide too much, and, Brunson had to do what he had to do. So definitely not a lot of guys scored. Yasubo, he had 2 points, and that definitely is not good for a center like him. But anyways, guys, enough with my rants right now. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Oh, also, I don't know about y'all, but I think right now, Wemby should be in talks for MVP right now. Sounds like Lays, but chill. I'm not. Don't worry.